finest bunch of fighters in the land, chasing every rustler and guerrilla band. The Rough Riders watch the trail, the Rough Riders never fail. They keep law and order everywhere they go, without a fear of any foe. And it's always great to know they're on your side when those old Rough Riders ride. When the Rough Riders ride. Where the deer and the antelope play, where seldom is heard a discouraging word, and the skies are not cloudy all day.
Bunyan, if you don't stop whittling, you won't have enough dogs left to walk on.
It all comes from wearing boots. That's my theory. If the dumb race hadn't never took to wearing leather on the feet, warts and corns and bunions and them things would just never happen, that's all.
Is there anything more beautiful than an Arizona night?
Yeah, feet that don't hurt.
Bunyan, you know something?
Huh?
I should have bought this place a long time ago and settled down. This is a life.
You make me sick. You know darn well if Bat Madison sent for you to tote your guns again for your Uncle Sam, you'd get out of this place so doggone quick they couldn't see you for dust.
That's just where you're wrong this time, Bunyan. I've hung my guns up for good. No more manhunting for me. Bat Madison knows that, too. We understand each other.
Telegram for you, Buck. Joe asked me to bring it out. Said it's important.
Thanks, Slim.
Bad news. Anybody dead?
Not yet.
Ain't nothing happened to that stock coming out in Fort Worth, is there? Oh, well, so that's it, huh? Well, and now that you've quit for good, all you gotta do is just tell him so.
Yeah, it's a pretty tough thing to do to a pal like Madison.
But Mesa City, well, that's nothing but a little, just a gopher hole in the desert.
Yeah, and one of the toughest gopher holes in Arizona. Something must have happened to have Bat send me a wire like that. Have one of the men saddle my horse, will you? And Bunyan, tell Gus not to expect that stock. I'll pick it up in Mesa.
What'd I tell you? All you gotta do is get a wire from Bat Madison and you're skinning out of here just as fast as lightning.
Button your lip, will you? Do like I told you.
Masters!
Hello, Aunt Miranda.
Working on Sunday. What this place has done to you.
The United States Mail in Wells Fargo doesn't wait for Sunday or any other day.
Well, I'm telling you right now, if that sweetheart of yours succeeds in getting the stage through this time, I'm taking the next one out of this heathen hole.
Joe's got to get it through, Aunt Miranda. He's just got to.
Oh, why your father ever left Kansas City and civilization to come out here and be killed by those thieving barbarians, I'll never understand.
careful, boss.
Oh, somebody get a doctor, quick!
All right, what are you going to do?
Well, Steve, it looks like that stagecoach line is practically yours.
Yep, that's how to finish it up.
Joe, better get somebody.
Too bad about young Joe. He got hit in the shoulder.
I heard about it. Say, Taggart, don't look like we're going to get into Shipman's out of here now.
Don't worry about it. We'll have a stage going out of here in no time.
Hope you're right.
Boss will be happy with that load.
Get it?
Sure, and it's a good one, too.
Well, that's fine. And they're going to get bigger and better now that Miss Masters can't get any more drivers.
But what I can't understand is what you want that stage line, Steve. We're doing all right, ain't we?
Not good enough. That stage makes a lot more towns up ahead, with shipments coming out of all those districts. When I take over, we'll let this town rest a while and operate on the others.
Say, that's great.
You sure got them figured out, boss.
Come on, boys, the drinks are on the house. Give the boys a drink.
Hey, look who's here. Roberts.
Howdy, Buck.
Howdy.
Long time no see.
That's right.
Last time we were together, we were holding hands, remember?
Yeah. Yeah, I remember. You were handcuffed to me.
Yeah. You still pushing the law?
No, quit a year ago.
No.
Yeah. Just dropped in here to pick up some cattle they're delivering.
I'm glad to hear it. Because the law hasn't been so lucky around here lately.
It looks kind of peaceful to me.
Well, we serve sarsaparilla for those who like it peaceful.
What do you say we have one?
Why not? Give him the sarsaparilla. I never forget what my friends drink.
Still got that $50 with the two heads on it?
You don't forget much either, do you?
Nothing I want to remember.
Well, here's hoping you pick up that cattle with no casualties.
I will. I'll be seeing you around.
Sure, I'm always here. Hello, stranger. Looking for somebody?
Oh, nobody in particular. I was just surprised that a place like this would keep open on Sunday.
Hey, fellas, a sky pilot. What do you want us to do, preacher? Sing?
Well, I think that might be a very good idea.
Well, we'll sing for you. We got a lot of good singers here. But before we do, supposing you do a little dance for us. Put away that gun.
Now, you suggested I do a little singing. Suppose you fellas join in a song. Get over to that piano, all of you. You two, Come on, bartender, join the choir. Put away that gun. Now let's hear your dulcet tones.
Who, me?
You.
Oh, wait a minute, Parson. Come into the back room. I've got a proposition to make you.
Sure, go ahead. I'll be in a minute. Now let's hear you play Bury Me Not on the Lone Prairie, and all the boys are going to join in the singing.
I don't know it.
Man that stops singing will be buried on the lone prairie.
Well, you certainly got those boys lined up, all right.
A little singing will be good for them.
I don't like it.
No, why?
Because I don't like preachers. And we don't want any preachers here in Mesa City.
Well, what are you going to do about it?
I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll flip your coin. Heads I win, tails you win. If you win, I'll build you the finest church in Arizona. If you lose, you get out of town pronto.
Well, I never liked gambling with coins, but tell you what I'll do with you. I'll play you a hand of poker under the same conditions.
A preacher playing poker?
Well, why not when there's a church at stake?
All right.
So you think it's funny making people sing,
Count it out, Red. Get me a deck of cards. You'll find them in there. These the ones? Yeah. What'll it be? Stud or draw?
Draw's agreeable to me. Just a moment. Suppose we cut for deal.
King.
Ace. My lucky day.
Say, that preacher fella sure made them cow hardings sing, didn't he? Kind of sour, though.
You wasn't doing so bad yourself. What'll you have?
Well, I'll have the same as what he was drinking. Say, he wasn't doing much singing. Where's that Lily?
Lily? You better not let him hear you say that.
Why not?
He used to be United States Marshal.
No.
Yeah, I heard him tell Taggart he's ranching now.
United States Marshal. Tough?
Tough. One of the toughest in the state. Mm-hmm. I remember about 5 years ago. Don't ever be around when he starts chewing gum. Habit of his when he's mad.
Chews gum when he gets mad? I never heard it. What is that stuff?
Well, that's what you ordered, sarsaparilla.
Give me a beer.
Here.
Say, what is that feller's name?
Buck Roberts.
Roberts? Say, that's the fella that I got some cattle for.
Not so fast. We don't give credit to strangers.
Hey, who's asking for credit?
He's gonna lose a franchise, sure. Wells Fargo can't stand losing all that gold.
Sure, you know, I'm afraid to ship anything on it now, you know. It was plumb foolish of her to try to run that line after her old man was killed.
Why, that woman ain't got a chance in a town like this.
Say, when does the next stage leave?
Well, that's hard to tell, considering the way they're killing off the drivers with holdups.
Yep. The last one just came in with a bullet in his shoulder.
Yeah, I saw it when I rode into town. Who are those men in there?
Well, a committee of miners. They're worried about getting their gold out of here.
I know it sounds like a lot of questions, but who's the lady?
She runs the stage line now.
Thanks.
How's the boy?
The doc says he'll be all right. But he's hurt pretty bad in the left shoulder.
And they got the gold, didn't they?
Yes.
You know, Miss Ruth, we all liked your father. Was powerful glad to do business with him. Fact is, it was Rogers here that got the Wells Fargo franchise for him in the first place.
Yes, I know. And I know what you're trying to say, Mr. Hart. You've got to get your gold out, and I haven't been able to do it.
Oh, we don't blame you, Miss Ruth.
The fact is, well, Ruth, Steve Taggart mentioned that Hart here could guarantee delivery. If we'd support him by recommending that Wells Fargo would turn over the Border Cities franchise to him.
But how can Taggart get drivers when I can't get it?
By bringing some men in from out of the state, with the idea of sending some armed men to stop these holdups.
And you've got to admit, Miss Ruth, that his money and power can supply that kind of protection.
Yes, he has. Well, what are you going to do?
Well, I reckon we'll have to wait and listen to what Taggart's got to say.
And in the meantime, we'll have to hold up the shipments. We can't afford to take any more chances, even with the ones going out tomorrow.
I understand. And thanks for telling me.
Oh, that's all right, Miss Ruth. And if we can help you at any time, why, just let us know.
Thanks. How do you do?
How do you do, miss? I happened to see the stage when it drove in with that wounded boy. If you don't mind, I'd like to have a talk with him.
I've never seen you in Mesa City before.
You're right. My name's Roberts. I rode in from a ranch to pick up some cattle here. And I think I can help you if I can just get to talk with that boy.
Help me? I don't understand.
I heard what those miners said while they were in here. And it looks like you're in a jam.
Yes, it looks like I'm going to lose my franchise.
It may not be as bad as all of that. You see, I have a few friends with the Wells Fargo Company, and I wish you wouldn't mention that until I have a talk with the boy.
Well, that's awfully nice of you, Mr. Roberts. If you wait until I make a report on that holdup, I'll be glad to take you over.
Thank you.
Well, looks like I've got you this time, preacher. 4 kings.
I'm afraid they're not good enough. 4 aces.
Hey, I don't get this. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll play you one more hand, double or nothing.
Oh, no. We'll start building that church Monday.
Say, how did he get them 4 aces?
I don't know. It was a marked deck, too.
You better keep an eye on that, hombre.
Never mind about him. What became of Buck Roberts? He's the one I'm worried about.
He left a little while ago.
Well, find him. And don't let him out of your sight. I want to know everything he does.
Parson.
Good day to you.
How'd you make out?
Well, I put some whiskers on a shaved deck and won a church for the community. They tell me there was a young fellow hurt badly in the stage holdup.
Yep.
Where'll I find him?
Reckon down at Miss Ruth.
And where's Miss Ruth?
Oh, I'll tell you. You'll go right down the road there. There's a great big rock, but don't
Never
stop
mind.
there.
We'll
keep
find
on
it.
a walk.
There's not much I can tell you. It all happened too quick.
You see, Mr. Roberts, it's the first time Joe ever took the stage out. All the other drivers were killed.
So nobody's ever seen any of these hold-up men? No. They were all masked. Most of them fired behind the bushes. But I'm all right. I'm going to take that stage out again tomorrow.
Joe, you can't. Dr. Brown says you're not to budge out of this house, young man. Driving a stage with one hand. It's ridiculous.
I can do it. Miss Ruth, do you think you can get those miners to reconsider and ship that gold tomorrow?
Well, I might get the mail through, but they're worried about risking any more gold.
You've got to. If we can get just one shipment through, I'm sure we can save that franchise for you.
But how? I can't get any more drivers.
I'm driving. You're not. I'm driving.
You?
Sure, why not? I've driven stagecoaches all over this country. Well, I'm going with you. Oh, no, you're not. Not with that shoulder. I'm taking this out alone myself this time. Besides, this is going to be different.
Yes, how?
I'm going to take the shortcut to Eagle Rock Pass. Those outlaws won't be expecting that. Well, that's an idea. You might get through that way.
But what about the mail? That's off the schedule, almost into Tucson.
Well, Uncle Sam will just have to take a vacation for a few days, that's all.
Well, I guess this is it.
I wonder who that can be. Somebody looking for somebody. Are you gentlemen looking for someone?
Does Miss Ruth live here?
Yes, she does.
Well, I'm looking for a feller called Buck Roberts. Is he here?
Yes, he's inside. Oh, I'm Miss Miranda Masters, Miss Ruth's aunt.
Well, I'm mighty happy to know you, Miss Miranda. My name's Hopkins, Sandy Hopkins. And this is Parson McCall.
A minister in this awful place?
I want to see that boy that got hurt on the stage, if I may.
He's inside. Do come in. We're just having tea.
Thank you.
Oh, Mr. Roberts, this is Mr. Hopkins. He's been looking for you.
You're the fella. I missed you every place in town. I got them critters over at the corral waiting for you. You recollect the parson, don't you?
Oh, yes. I rather enjoyed the singing this afternoon.
Yes, so did I. This is the young man who was injured, isn't it?
Indeed it is, Mr. McCall. It's outrageous, the killings and butcherings going on in this heathen place.
Miss Ruth, don't you think you'd better run along and see what you can do with those miners?
Yes. Excuse me, please.
How you feeling, young man?
Fine, thanks. They haven't got me down yet, and they're not going to either.
Good. That's the spirit. Well, I guess I'll be moseying along. Oh, by the way, Mr.
Hopkins is the name.
Hopkins. I'm taking the stage out of here tomorrow, and I'll pay you well if you'll stay here and take care of the stock for me.
It's a deal.
Thank you.
Oh, Mr. Roberts, aren't you going to stay for tea?
Tea? No, thank you.
Well, you'll have tea, Parson.
The parson always has tea.
Joe?
Yes, thanks.
How about you, Mr. Hopkins?
Oh, certain sure.
One lump or two?
Shish. I gotta talk to you quick.
All right, come on.
I followed Roberts and the girl over to her house. He told her and that kid he'd take the stage out tomorrow if she could get the miners to ship their gold.
I thought so. Once a lawman, always one.
But he's not going to go by the regular route. He's going to take a shortcut through Eagle Rock Pass to fool us.
Oh, he is he? Well, this is just where his foot is going to slip. Red, we're going to lay these holdups right in his lap.
How?
Sit down, I'll tell you.
So you see, you've got to give me one more chance.
Well, if you say you've got this fella to drive for you, Miss Ruth, and you think there's a chance of getting through...
I know I will. Give me the gold shipment tomorrow. If I fail, then I'm through. then you should accept Taggart's offer. But I know I won't. I can't.
Well, it's all right with me.
Here, too.
Thank you. You're real friends. My dad.
I hear you're taking the stage out tomorrow.
News travels fast around here.
I wouldn't try it if I were you, Buck.
Why not? I got business in Tucson. My horse needs a rest. Besides, I'm going to do someone a favor.
Roberts, you're lying.
You don't mean that, do you, Taggart?
And now, wait a minute. I just don't get it, that's all. Once a lawman, always a lawman. So I'm not falling for your reasons for taking out that stage.
No?
No. And there never was a town big enough to hold the two of us.
You're right. Just dropped in to tell you if you want to ship any gold, it'll get a safe ride.
Thanks for telling me.
Howdy, Parson. How's the boy with the wounded shoulder?
Oh, he's all right. Whoever took a shot at him just wasn't good enough. Well, Taggart, what arrangements have you made for building the church?
I'm not making any. Give us a drink.
You're not what?
I don't pay off when a man deals a crooked deck.
It happened to be your deck.
Yeah, but I saw you dealing it from the bottom.
Here, none of that, Parson. You keep out of this, Taggart. Now get up on your feet. So you're a bad man, eh? A gunfighter. Well, I'll just give you the kind of a break you wouldn't have given me. I'm going to start counting. And when I reach 3, fill your hand and start shooting. 1, 2, 3. I thought so. Well, Taggart, I want the money for that church tomorrow.
Of all the yellow dogs. Come on to the back room.
Any word from the miners?
Yes, I had a talk with them. They've agreed to send the gold down tonight, and you can pull out on schedule in the morning.
Oh, that's fine. I'll be ready.
Thank you, Mr. Roberts. I believe you understand how much this means to me.
I do. Don't you worry. Everything's going to be all right.
Joe, what are you doing here?
Telling you goodbye. Like that. You're in no condition to make this trip, son.
I can still shoot. Here, take this.
How about it, miss?
I don't guess I'd want him any other way.
You mark it paid.
Good luck. Goodbye, Joe.
Bye. Yeah! Yeah!
It's ridiculous. Joe oughtn't to take such chances with his wounded arm.
Oh, I think he'll be all right with Mr. Roberts.
Take her turn.
Yeah.
Relax that gun now and take it easy.
You three take cover there.
Steady, boy, steady. Steady, son. Attaboy.
What are you slowing him down for?
Oh, a little rough in here. I thought it'd be easier on your shoulders.
Yeah, I guess you're right, now that we're in the clear.
Stop right here. Stick 'em up or I'll tug you.
Hold it, kid. There's too many of them.
Hand it over to him. All right, boys. Get out of here. Thanks a lot, Buck. I'll see you later when you get rid of that monkey.
So you know these rats. You framed this just perfect, didn't you? You knew a shortcut. Yeah, and I could put the gun away now because we were in the clear. You'd slow down to make it easier on my shoulder.
Now, wait a minute, kid. You got this all wrong.
Shut up! I ought to kill you right now, but you'll look a lot better on the end of a rope. Turn him around and get back to town. And don't forget my finger's just itching to pull this trigger.
Plenty.
Do you know who you sent out with our gold shipments?
Why, what's the matter?
Do you recognize these sacks?
Why, yes, they're Wells Fargo. They're ours.
Yes. Taggart found them in Robert's saddlebags this morning.
I got suspicious of him when he walked into my place yesterday, so I had his saddlebags checked. This is what I found.
Miss Ruth, you sent that boy and our gold right into a trap. Here comes the stage. Go on, get on out of here.
Joe, what happened?
You'll find out. Here's your bandit man. He knows where the gold is.
We know all about that.
Did the gang get all the stuff? Yeah, I tried to stop him, but he grabbed my gun.
Red, take some men and lock them up until the citizens of this town decide what they want to do with them.
The citizens of this town know what they want to do with it. Come on, get going. Give me that gun. Here, preacher. You look honest, you keep it. Come on.
Well, Miss Masters, I guess this clears up a lot of things.
You know, I think I'll go down and have a talk with that young man.
I'm going with it, preacher. I'm going to try and get my money for them critters. Don't look like it's been used recently. No, not since the sheriff was shot 2 years ago. But it'll hold you.
You fellas wait out here.
Get in here. Well, you can cool off for a spell. Time hangs heavy on your hands, you can clean up a bit.
What are we waiting for? Yeah, you didn't lose any time.
Sounds like you're gonna have a right smart time at the end of a rope.
Don't you worry, you fellas. We got him safe, all right.
Where do you think you're going?
I want to see that fella and try and get my money.
What are you going to do, Parson? Try and save him?
Maybe.
All right. Well, Robert, I'm surprised to see you corralled like this.
Look here, feller.
You can't do this to me. You've got to pay me for them critters, or my boss down in Texas will straighten me up, too. Come on, have a heart and give me my money, will you?
You might as well. You can't take it with you. You two fellas seem to have a hard time getting it through your thick skulls that I didn't have anything to do with that holdup.
I ain't saying you did, and I ain't saying you didn't. But I am saying that you're a low-down lying skunk.
You'll eat them words someday, Woody.
What? Give me that. I'll get something for what he owes me.
Ain't you gonna stick around for the necktie party?
No, sirree. I got some mighty important business to attend to.
You're not helping matters, trying to deny things backed up by so much proof.
What proof?
Plenty of proof. Especially those Wells Fargo bags that Taggart found in your saddle pockets.
That's a lie.
You don't expect him to admit it, do you, Parson?
Yes, I do. You know, a man wants to go before his maker with a clear conscience. Now, if you'll name the other members of your band, we can recover that gold. How about it, Robert?
I don't know anything about it. And if Taggart's got any Wells Fargo bags, why don't you ask him about it?
Those people mean business, Roberts. It'll go easier with you if you tell what you did with that gold.
You're just wasting your breath, Parson.
Oh, I guess you're right. Well, I did the best I could, gentlemen. Hold it! Keep your hands off your guns. That's not the man you want. That man's the United States Marshal. But he was right about Taggart. They switched boxes on that stage. Roberts told me the whole story. And if you'll come along with me, I'll show you where your gold is. States Marshal Roberts got away. Let me show you something. There's your shipment.
Well, I thought the bandits got it.
Roberts switched the boxes last night. When Taggart's outfit held up that stage, all they got was a load of rocks.
When did you first find out that Roberts was a U.S. Marshal?
Oh, I knew him a long time ago, down in the southern part of the state.
Are you crazy? What's the idea of riding in here like this? Oh, something's up, boss. We don't like it. We thought you might be needing help. What do you mean, help? Well, there was no gold in that box. Rocks.
I was right. That fella's no preacher. He's in cahoots with Robert. He's in the express office showing him the real gold right now. Robert switched boxes on you. It looks bad for us, Steve.
You two get down there and lay on that gold. The rest of you inside. We're going to have to shoot this out. Hey, that door, boys. Cover those windows. All right, Cap, get in there.
Taggart's the man you want. I've known him a long time, too. He's been trying to get me out of town ever since I came here.
And we better go have a talk with Mr. Taggart.
That's right. And he's waiting for you up at the saloon. Now keep your hands up and get out of here. All right, preacher. Make it snappy.
Get your men together and head for the saloon. And get these women off the street.
Ruth, take me around to home.
Come on, Aunt Mary. Come on.
All right, we'll give him one.
Hi, killer. You sure pulled that one out slick.
Well, got her done. Here's your pistol.
Thanks. Where's Tim?
Well, he ought to be along most any time. Here he comes.
Taggart and his outfit have barricaded themselves in the saloon and the express office. Townspeople are going to keep them under fire till we get there.
Well, looks like here's where the Rough Riders ride again.
Go. Well, cowboy.
In the saloon and stage office. They've already got a couple of our boys. We can't get them out. We're getting low on ammunition.
What do you think we better do, Buck?
Son, open that corral gate. Come on, Buck. Drop those guns and tear down that barricade.
Now put your hands in the air. Walk out that door. Drop that gun. Now walk up the street. Get out.
Hey, killer. There's a bunch for you. Where's Tim? He's cleaning up the express office. Where's Taggart?
The back room.
Take him.
All right, keep it coming.
Come on. Get here. Come out, Taggart.
You want me, Roberts? Come in and get me.
load them in. The marshal will meet us at the state line. All right, you fellas. All right. Drive it in there. Come on, get a move on. Drive it in there. Now, take it easy, you fellas. Don't anyone try anything funny.
So, you're a United States Marshal, too. I didn't think you acted like a minister.
I never said I was a minister. The town pinned that moniker on me. You better get aboard, lady, if you're going to take this stage out of town, though.
Looks like this shipment's going through.
Well, if it don't, they'll always say we tried or found this and taggers of it. Put it aboard.
Have a nice time, Aunt Miranda.
Well, you can stay in this town if you want to. Not me.
Oh, you'll be back.
Watch your hooks. Get them all, Tim. They're all aboard.
I guess the whole town owes you an apology, Marshal.
Thanks.
You sure cleaned this town up fast.
Yes, I'm not finished yet. Get up on that coach. Go on, get up there.
But I don't understand.
Hey, what is this?
You will. I guess you two youngsters need a preacher worse than Mesa City does. You'll find I'm on up in Green River. A real one. Good luck to you.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.
Hey,
Bye. Bye, Harry.
hey,
Well, there goes three fine fellers. Hi, Marshal. Hiya, Buck. Hi, Tim. Hi, Killer.
I got a load of presents for the penitentiary, a bunch of gold in there for the mint, and a prospective bride and groom to see a sky pilot in Green River. Take good care of them, will you?
Well, you got quite a load there.
You're telling me.
Well, I'll see you later, Buck.
Okay,
See
Marshal.
you later, Tim. Killer.
Now that that's settled, I'm going to tell you something. There I was, sitting in my hotel in Texas, just about to get hitched to the prettiest little widdy you ever set your eyes on. When I got that fool message of yours saying to meet you here in Mesa City. Thought you said we were through with this man-hunting business.
Oh, we couldn't turn Bat Madison down, could we?
Of course we couldn't. I was tickled to death to get your message. You know, running a ranch like I've been doing up in Wyoming, a fellow's liable to get old-fashioned and settle down or something. Tell me, Buck, how you doing down this state?
Oh, fair to meddling. I wish you fellas would drop off for a little while and, sit around.
Not me. I'm heading for Texas.
And I'm heading for Wyoming. Well, so long, Rough Riders.
So long, Rough
So
Riders.
long, Rough Riders.
Rough Riders ride, beware. The Rough Riders ride again. They're the finest bunch of fighters in the land, chasing every rustler and guerrilla band. The Rough Riders watch the trail. The Rough Riders never fail. They keep law and order everywhere they go, without the fear of any foe. And it's always great to know they're on your side when those old Rough Riders ride.